From WDTN, the station that's working for you, this is 2 News at 6.
It's the latest in what's becoming an all too familiar scenario. Dayton firefighters rushing to extinguish a burning home where no one lives. Good evening, I'm Natalie Tendall. As Beershel Edmay reports, investigators have reason to believe this afternoon's fire may have been intentionally set.
This home is one of many throughout the city that is vacant, and today's fire is actually highlighting a very major problem. Sunday, firefighters were called to the 1800 block of Germantown Street.
So we see obvious signs of a suspicious fire. So we've got an investigator on the way, and we'll conduct a thorough investigation. But all evidence so far points to a suspicious arson fire.
No one was injured in the fire, and crews walked away safely from the blaze. But the damage to this home is extensive. Officials say given its previous state of disrepair, the vacant home can now be considered a total loss. The problem of vacant homes continues to plague the city, especially in areas with high crime.
Well, we have the city has a program where they board up vacants as quickly as possible, but the vacant housing stock is plentiful right now. So it's just a matter of the supply. It's just an open invitation for a would-be arsonist. You can board up a structure, and then over time, the years and the weather and the element, they become unsecured again. And so that's what we're seeing. A lot of them are just very easy to break into, and it's just an open invitation for a would-be arsonist.
The fire department says this issue often spreads and can cause damage to nearby occupied homes and neighborhoods. In this case, firefighters were able to make an interior attack and prevent the fire from spreading and causing further damage. Officials are investigating this arson. They ask that if you have any information to call authorities. Reporting in Dayton, Beershel Edmay, 2 News, working for you.
The State Fire Marshal's office now investigating after a man is killed in Sidney early this morning. Before firefighters arrived to the 300 block of North Walnut Avenue, Sidney police officers rescued several children by catching them as they were dropped from a second-story window. We're told 12 of the 13 people inside the 2-story duplex were able to escape. The Red Cross is helping them find a place to stay. We're working to learn the name of that man who was killed and what may have started the fire. Dayton police are investigating after gunfire erupts during a failed robbery attempt. It happened this morning at the Sunoco gas station on Wayne Avenue. Officers report a 19-year-old was shot by a man during an attempted robbery. No arrests have been made and no word on the victim's condition. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. A Dayton home is riddled with bullet holes. Officers were called to the 1000 block of Nordale Avenue this morning after shots were fired. When police arrived, they found 4 bullet holes in the kitchen and casings in the backyard. Police haven't said whether the attack was random or targeted. New information tonight about a shooting we first told you about Saturday. Dorian Glenn was arrested for felonious assault. Glenn is suspected of shooting a 60-year-old man following some sort of altercation on West Grand Avenue. Police are still trying to piece together exactly what happened. No word on the victim's condition. An update after a man is shot in his Point View Avenue home. The victim has been identified as 33-year-old Eamon Oglisby. Police say he was shot in the back Friday during an aggravated burglary. Officers say that they found a gun hidden in a grill on the back deck and crack cocaine inside the house. The victim was taken to the hospital but is expected to recover. Officers are still looking for suspects. Police are investigating after a man shows up at Grandview Hospital with a stab wound. Officers met the victim, who said he and his girlfriend were walking near the People's Market Friday night when a man attacked and stabbed him. The victim's girlfriend flagged down a passerby and driver and took them to the hospital. Officials are still looking for suspects. Police catch a stabbing suspect red-handed. Officers were called to the 2700 block of Edison Avenue Friday night. The victim told police he was stabbed in the suspect's home while trying to settle a debt. When officers arrived, they say the suspect opened the door and was holding a large steak knife. Shane Hopkins was arrested for felonious assault. He's expected in court tomorrow. A man is in trouble after police believe he overdosed on painkillers while he was supposed to be caring for his nephew. Cashland workers on Linden called police Saturday. The man told police he walked there with a 7-year-old to buy a video game. The little boy told officers he was scared for his uncle after he took 2 prescriptions. The man was taken to the hospital and issued a summons for child endangering. Police believe they may know who broke into a Dayton auto shop. Officers were called to the Big Muffler shop on North Kiwi Street on Saturday after someone stole a computer. A worker received a call from a customer who said he bought a computer from two men for $50. The customer said when he saw the auto shop owner's name on it, he thought it might have been stolen. Police said the customer's story checks out, and they believe the suspects are the same men who broke in and stole welding tools before. Vandals hit a Dayton daycare, and it's not the first time. The front glass door of the Steps Daycare on North Main was shattered by a rock on Saturday. The manager told police she didn't think anything was taken, but the building had been broken into a month ago in the same manner where thieves stole a TV. Well, up next at 6, URS Telethon, a huge success. How much money was raised for the people here in the Miami Valley? Plus, Santa Claus making spirits bright at a local hospital to raise money for an important cause. And an Ohio home is transformed into a tribute to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, what it costs to power the incredible display.
And it was a great day to get out and put up some of those Christmas lights, but we are tracking a cold front that will bring us a chance of showers tomorrow. I'll have your Storm Team 2 forecast coming up.
Well, it's a season for giving back, and that's exactly what hundreds of people did for a local hospital today. It's just the latest showcasing of what's working here in the Miami Valley. Sycamore Medical Center hosted its second annual Holly Jolly celebration. Those who purchased tickets were able to meet Santa, create a holiday craft, and visit local vendors. The proceeds of the event go to Sycamore's Transportation Fund. That money assists patients who need help traveling to and from appointments at the hospital's wound center.
That's a repetitive thing. Sometimes they don't have the money to pay for transportation. So the benefits today will help those patients. And it can save lives and save mobility so that it helps preserve limbs. And so that's why we think it's so important.
Last year, the hospital raised a couple $1,000s. This year, they hope to bring in even more money for the cause. Some are calling the man in Cleveland area the Clark Griswold of Northeast Ohio. Check this out. Bob Mangan obviously loves Christmas. His displays include 45,000 lights. And if you think the outside is insane, you have to see the inside. 29 trees deck the halls, alongside with plenty of garland and blinking lights. His over-the-top display goes back 15 years. He says it makes him happy when people come out to see it. To him, it's worth the $500 or so he pays in electric bills to power the display for a month and a half. Well, you saw it live this afternoon right here on WDTN.com and WDTN, our 36th annual United Rehabilitation Services Telethon. And with your help, more than $110,000 was raised. That money goes to help improve the quality of life for children and adults here in the Miami Valley living with disabilities or other special needs. So a big thank you to everyone who helps out with this important cause. Also, you can help make a difference this holiday season through our 33rd annual Food for Friends campaign. There's still plenty of time to help us make sure those in need in the Miami Valley are not forgotten. The goal this year is to collect 40,000 pounds of food by Christmas Eve. Drop off your non-perishable donations in the marked barrels at area Kroger stores. Well, we're learning more about the American kindergarten teacher stabbed to death in Abu Dhabi. The information emerging in the investigation as the woman's children speak out on their loss. Plus, developments in the failed attempt to rescue an American hostage tonight.
And we are going to see a chance for some showers heading this way Monday as a cold front moves through. I'll have your full Storm Team 2 forecast after the break.
U.S. officials today saying a dog may have tipped off an American journalist's captors during a failed rescue attempt yesterday in Yemen. Officials watching the half-hour-long raid as it happened, they believe a dog might have tipped the al-Qaeda militants off to the Navy SEALs' arrival as they approached the compound from 2 miles away. That's when a firefight then broke out. At least half a dozen militants and American Luke Summers were killed. Also among the victims, a woman and a 10-year-old boy.
The women and men the special forces who were engaged in these 2 rescue missions, did an incredible job and inflicted serious damage on the captors. But this time they were unable to save Luke.
Vice President Joe Biden addressing the mission today while speaking on U.S.-Israeli relations in Washington today. Biden says the U.S. will be relentless seeking justice. As more details are revealed about the stabbing in Abu Dhabi that left an American kindergarten teacher dead on Wednesday, the family of that teacher is grieving their loss. Keir Simmons spoke with their ex-husband and children today.
Paul Ryan is keeping his children close, his 13-year-old daughter and 11-year-old twin boys, as details emerge of the horrific assault their mother suffered. Police believe a female assailant disguised in a robe lured her into a mall bathroom, then repeatedly stabbed her simply because she was an American. Eboya Ryan's family want her to be remembered as a kind teacher who worked with special needs kids.
She would never hurt anybody, ever. She had a bubbly personality, always positive, optimistic about life.
Your ex-wife was targeted. No reason whatsoever other than that she was an American.
Other than she was a Westerner, I would say. This lady, I shouldn't even call her a lady, this monster of a person, was lying in wait for someone like her to come along. Unfortunately, it was my kid's mother.
Police acted swiftly. A woman was arrested last week. And the royal family here has promised to pay for the children's education, a country shocked by an apparently random attack on an innocent American mom.
And the family say they are really impressed with the way the government of the United Arab Emirates here have stepped up to help the family, while Paul Ryan says that he is simply trying to keep his kids off the internet so they don't learn the terrible details of what happened to their mother. Back to you.
And now your Storm Team 2 forecast with meteorologist Tara Hastings.
Well, we are going to see mostly cloudy skies through the overnight hours. Temperatures will slowly be falling right around 32 at 11 o'clock. And as we head into tomorrow morning, look for mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures right around that freezing mark. And then we'll see temperatures climb into the lower and middle 40s heading into much of the afternoon. I think most of the day will be dry, but there's a chance we may see a few light rain showers just before 5 o'clock off in the western half of the Miami Valley, and then moving into the Dayton area after 5 o'clock. This morning, though, we started off chilly, got it down to 24 degrees early this morning. Our high today at 40, the normal high for this time of year at 41, but we were dry, no rain or snow at all. And we did see a little bit of sunshine this morning, and then the clouds moved in. We had that milky sky through much of the afternoon. Here's what it looks like from our Troy Stouter Center camera just before the sunset. Had a few peaks of sun there here in between some of those clouds. We'll show you right now. It is 33 degrees at Dayton International Airport. Winds out of the east-northeast at 6 miles an hour. Current that wind chill feels like temperature at 28. It's 36 in Jamestown, near 40 in Xenia and Kettering, down to 33 in Beaver Creek, 37 in Fairborn, and 34 right now in Greenville. Here's the satellite image, and as you can see, we have some of those milky skies out there. We're going to continue to see mainly cloudy conditions through the night tonight. We had high pressure nearby through the day today, and that gave us some of that sunshine and that chilly start. But off to the west here, we're tracking a cold front. This cold front will bring us a chance for a few showers late tomorrow afternoon and evening into early Tuesday morning. Here's what it looks like on Live Doppler 2 HD. You can see not a lot of precipitation, but a little bit of rain here near Kansas City and portions of Iowa. And then where it is a little bit colder, we do have some of the snow picking up near Minneapolis. We'll show you on our future track forecast model what we can expect through the night tonight. Going to be dry tomorrow morning. Look for a mostly cloudy sky and a mostly cloudy sky through much of the day. I'm going to stop the clock here at 5. Notice we'll see a chance for some of those rain showers off to the western sections of the Miami Valley near Wayne County, Indiana. Then it will be moving through after 5 o'clock through midnight. Chance for some of those showers, and then some colder air will filter in here. 9 o'clock Tuesday morning, we'll see a chance for a little bit of a few light showers. Could see a little bit of freezing drizzle or rain mixing in, and then a few flurries possible through the day on Tuesday, but doesn't look like we're going to see any kind of accumulation at all. Temperatures tonight down to 30 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Lots of clouds tomorrow with a chance for a late day shower and temperatures near 45. In your Storm Team 2 7-day forecast, a few flurries possible on Tuesday, no accumulation. Highs drop down to 38 degrees, down to 36 on Wednesday with partly cloudy skies, and pretty quiet for the rest of the week. We'll see some sunshine and temperatures into the 40s, which is right around normal for this time of year. So hopefully got out and enjoyed today. Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. All right, it's winter, you know.
It is winter.
All right, thanks so much. Well, Hutch is here with a look at sports.
Yeah, Big Ten blowout pays big dividends for the Buckeyes. Plus, a career day for A.J. Green is wasted against the Steelers. The AFC North now back up for grabs. We'll catch you up next in sports. Welcome to 2 Sports. College football's first ever playoff will include the Buckeyes. The committee releasing the final bracket this afternoon. Ohio State claiming the 4th and final spot on the bracket. Urban Meyer's team will meet top-ranked Alabama in one semifinal, the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. The other semi at the Rose Bowl will have Oregon taking on Florida State. The Buckeyes blowout against the Wisconsin Badgers last night, the determining factor for the Bucs leapfrogging TCU. Third-string quarterback Cardale Jones throwing for 257 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Ezekiel Elliott rushing for a career-high 220 yards and 2 scores. Ohio State shutting out Wisconsin 59-0 to win the Big Ten title. Now the Bucs get ready for Bama.
We're a building program. We're an established program, and our players, we have to be on point to beat this team. I mean, I know exactly. People say, I know exactly what I'm going to see when I flip on the film. A bunch of great football. I know who they recruit. I know the way they coach. A little bit different dynamic now on offense, I think, with Lane Kiffin there, who's opened it up.
Turning to the NFL now, in the final month of the regular season, some teams are locking up playoff positions. The Bengals, however, might be playing their way out of the postseason. The Orange and Black clinging to first place in the AFC North, but the lead is very fragile with today's loss to Pittsburgh. Cincy trailing 7-0, but a big 56-yard pass play to A.J. Green sets up this score. Andy Dalton, the 10-yard toss to Jermaine Gresham. The Bengals take the lead late in the first half. Andy Dalton on the QB keeper. Dalton up the middle for the 20-yard touchdown, the longest TD run of Dalton's career, his 4th of the season. The Steelers back on top 17-14 in the third quarter. Dalton unloads the deep ball. A.J. Green going to make the catch and then shed the defenders. It's an 81-yard touchdown. Green with 11 catches for a career-high 224 yards. The Bengals retake the lead 21-17. In the fourth quarter, Andy Dalton fumbles. The ball is recovered by Pittsburgh, and the implosion begins. A few plays later, Le'Veon Bell charges 13 yards into the end zone. Bell with 185 yards and 3 TDs. The Steelers score 25 unanswered points. And for the second time this season, the Bengals suffer a lopsided divisional loss at home. Pittsburgh 42, Cincinnati 21. It's the Steelers' biggest margin of victory at Paul Brown Stadium since a 38-10 win back in 2008. Up in Cleveland, it was the Browns versus the Colts. Brian Hoyer getting the start at quarterback and trying to outscore Indy's high-powered offense. You know, sometimes the best offense might be your defense. It's a scoreless game in the first quarter. When Andrew Luck is pressured, Luck fumbles in the end zone. Craig Robertson recovers for the Browns. Touchdown. Tied at 7 late in the first half. Isaiah Crowell going to find the end zone from 9 yards out. And just like that, Mike Pettine's team is up 14-7 at the break. In the second half, the Browns defense produces another score. Andrew Luck's pass here is picked off by Justin Gilbert. The rookie corner then makes a great run after the interception. The touchdown puts Cleveland in front 21-7, but the Colts would rally back. In the closing minutes, Andrew Luck leads a 90-yard drive here on 4th down and 1. Daniel Boomherron picks up the first down thanks to a great second effort. With 36 seconds remaining, Andrew Luck delivers the short TD toss to T.Y. Hilton, and that's your ball game. Indianapolis 25, Cleveland 24. Brian Hoyer 140 yards with 2 interceptions. Will Johnny Manziel make his first start next week against Cincy? Stay tuned. In women's college basketball action this afternoon, the Flyers get a 2-point win against Purdue, 63-61.
All right, thanks so much, Hutch. Well, how about that weather?
Well, we are going to see mostly cloudy skies tonight, but a chance of some showers heading into the afternoon tomorrow.
All right, thanks so much for watching 2 News at 6. Remember, we'll be back here at 10 and 11. Have a good night.